Hey everyone, so glad that you're joining me on today's journey of our 21 days of prayer and fasting. To be honest, I am pumped. I am so excited about today's passage. John chapter 15 is by far one of my favorite moments in the Gospels. Let me set the stage here of what is happening. Okay, Jesus is sitting down for a meal with some of his best friends, telling them all the things that he wants to make sure that they know before he goes and does the ultimate thing, giving up his life for them on the cross. So just think about that. Think about the people in your context, the folks that you would want to deposit the most wisdom, the greatest insights you possibly could, knowing you will be leaving them shortly. That's the scenario that we're in. Now, in John chapter 15, one of the most quoted verses out there is when Jesus says, "I am the vine, you are the branches." He is reminding us of where the source of life comes from. It comes from him. And that our fruit, all of the things we produce in our lives, come from a direct connection to him. He even points out the reality that a branch apart from the vine is going to produce no fruit. And so the most important thing that he wants his followers and all of us to realize is that a life of fruitfulness, something that we can be proud of, only comes when we are connected to Jesus. And like a good gardener, sometimes you cut off the extra in order to make sure that all of the energy goes right to the spot of the branches that needs to produce the most fruit. And so he is reminding his disciples, hey, I want you to produce fruit because you're a branch and that's what you're supposed to do. But at the same time, I want you to know that you're not gonna do it if you're not connected to me. But then he goes on to continue to remind them, and he calls them friends, which is such a special moment. But he also gives them the stark reality starting in verse 18. That the world is gonna hate you. And they're gonna hate you because they hated me first. And I kind of love this because what I hear from Jesus is the reminder that we aren't actually from this world. That there is something that we are focused on, and the fruit that we are producing in our lives is so sweet and so wonderful, but for a lot of people, they don't want it. And it's okay, because he knows that he has chosen us, he has called us, and he has invited us into something to be a part of this great mission. But there is the reality that people have rejected him. And so I just wanna encourage you that not only do we need to remain in Jesus, not only will we face troubles and trials, but in verse 26, he says, I will send you the advocate, the Spirit of truth. And tomorrow, when we dive into chapter 16, you'll get to hear a little bit more about what the advocate will do and how he will help. But I just want you to be encouraged in this journey that stay connected to Jesus. Make sure that all of the things that you're trying to accomplish are rooted in a connection to him. And if that brings opposition your way, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a beautiful thing, because that is what Jesus himself encountered. So if you want to be encouraged by this, don't forget to make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so we can produce more and more content like this for you to encourage you on this journey of 21 days of prayer and fasting, and as we continue to grow as a church. I'm praying for you, and I can't wait to see what God's going to do through this time as we all join and wait for him to move.